Hello guys, I'm back. My name is Jeferson Costa. I'm a chemical process engineer with expertise in plant design, and today I will talk to you about magazines for chemical process engineers. So, as you already know, my main target here in my YouTube channel and in all social media is to improve or to let you know what the chemical process engineers must know to work with plant design. This is the main target, and to be familiar with the chemical process engineering world. It is very, very important that we access books, access people, access information in the internet, and of course that the magazines is a very good source of information. And let me know where are you from. It is very, very important to me. I am from Brazil and I live in Brazil yet. And it's very important to know how far this message can reach in the world. And I know that there are people in Mexico that listen to me, in Canada, in the US, and also in India, Australia, Malaysia, Kazakhstan, and Azerbaijan, and etc. So it is very, very nice to you share with me where are you from because of that. Before I start this live session, let me give you some important information. If it is your first time here with me, let me tell you that I have a free training available to you to know more about the roles and the activities of the chemical process engineer in plant design. And to access this free training, you just need to go to my website, jeffersoncosta.com, and join my newsletter, and you will receive instant access. So let me be a little bit smaller just to show you the website and how you can do. So this is my website, jeffersoncosta.com, and if you click on register now, you will be addressed to get more than 7 hours of free training related to chemical process engineering and plant design. Another tip that I have to share with you is that in my Instagram, I don't know if it's Instagram channel that we name it. If we go to my Instagram, you will find the videos that I do every day about the daily activities of a chemical process engineer. So every day in the morning here in Brazil, I start a new video talking about the activities, answering questions, connecting with people in live stream in order to let you know more about chemical process engineering in plant design. And to find the links to my all social media, you will find it in my website also. If you scroll down, you will find the links for my YouTube, for my Telegram, to connect with me in LinkedIn, and the social media, Instagram here and Facebook, in order that you can follow this series and know more about which the life, how we grow, and where are you from, the chemical process engineers. Okay, so based on that, what I have to share with you is about magazines for chemical process engineers. And the subject comes to my mind some time ago, but it was not the need, but the interest of doing this session was because my dear friend, the chemical engineering guy, started yesterday a series talking about news based on a newsletter. So if you go to Chemical Engineering Guy YouTube channel, you will see that he started a new project, the Chemical Engineering News Review. You can see that I have watched it fully, and regularly he will share with you news from the oil and gas industry related to the column. It is a website with the chemical engineering news, and he will do some comments related to this, to what is available in the column website. So my point of view, it's a little bit different, and I believe that if you are able to join both points of view, you will gain more, and it's a kind of synergy. that we are very good friends, and there is no competitions, only the partnership. So that's why I thought that would be interesting to do this session. And for the future, I'm thinking about getting some information to share with you, but but it is for the future. Right now, what I will do is share with you some chemical engineering magazines that I use, and this week contributes to my wish to do this video. I received my in process my hydrocarbon processing magazine, and my hydrocarbon process magazine, so you can see that it's still in the enveloped. So let me open here with you, because it is very important when we are working or when we are studying chemical process engineering, that we get in touch with news and what the industry is doing, in order that we know more. Because when I doing my job as a chemical process engineer, and I already told that to you, what we do in plant design, and remember that everything that I do is related to plant design, is get what is already available in the industry and do adaptation or do some kind of adjustment to apply to our needs. And our needs can be installing a new pump, our needs can be the installation of a compressor, or to build a new propylene plant, or to look for technologies to remove water from natural gas, or can be the installation of upgrading biogas plants, and etc. And if we look for books to have this kind of information, it's very tough. And to be sincere, as much as read books to record classes to my students, more disappointed I got, because the books sometimes don't address to what happens in the real life. But in the other hand, the magazines is very nice because they are up to date. For instance, Hydrocarbon magazine, I think that it is released each two months. So here I prefer to have the printed version. So here I have technical issues, I have updates from the industry, and it is very nice if you can read at least one article from week. I believe that 365 days you will be very at the top scale of the professionals that wants to work with plant design. So this is my copy, and I will show to you now some others magazines and how you can subscribe to them totally free. Everything that I will show you here is totally free. Some of them, most of them, in fact, you don't need to subscribe. You can access from the internet, download the PDF eventually, and etc. So let's go to the first one. And the first one for sure is the hydrocarbon processing. This is a very old publication, and now it's in the digital format. And to have access to the hydrocarbon processing, you need to go to hydrocarbonprocessing.com, and if I click on magazine tab, you will see the current issue, the current publication. My issue is from January, because get some time to between the print and send to Brazil, so you can see that the February is already available. So it means that it now is monthly, so monthly issue. Okay, and to download it or to have information about the archive, there are many, since to 1095 there is available publication in the hydrocarbon processing. Of course, that the free subscription, you are not able to access all of the publication, but And just to show you, let's go to 2020. There are a lot of content there, and usually what the magazines do is choose a subject for the month. So in January from the last year, the main subject was sustainability, and the February was the age of digitation transformation, petrochemicals, clean fuels, inspection and maintenance, operations, digital plant, and etc. So you can click in one of them and you can access the articles here. Okay, if I click on that, I can have access to the articles, but if you want to subscribe and receive the PDF format, you go to subscribe free trial. And in the free trial, you just need to fill the information that are required with this symbol here. I don't know how to say it in English. And you are able not only to subscribe to hydrocarbon processing, but there are others publications from the Gulf Energy that may be interesting to you to get familiar with. So have pipeline and gas processing and LNG, and petroleum economies for people from business, and oil world, hydrocarbon processing. It is very easy. You have the options to receive the printed version or not, and depending on the location that you live. And once you do that, you will receive a confirmation and you will be able to have the digital format of the hydrocarbon processing. So this is for sure one publication that I really recommend you to be familiar with, because each time that you read an article, you will find something that can improve your knowledge in chemical engineering. And the next one is about the refining industry also, and it is the digital refining, processing, operations, and maintenance. I will talk a little bit about it, and it is one that I use it also. And one thing is that if you have any questions, I will answer your questions in the end of this live session, and you have the chat, so feel free to share your questions, your feedbacks with me, okay? So the digital refining is very nice website also, because you have the news from the industry, and you have also a magazine, not only article but a magazine also, and I will focus on this video only about the magazines, okay? So if you go to the magazine, you will find that in this case you can download it directly from their website. So if I click on that, I can download the magazine, and it is not a monthly issue, but it is also very nice. And let's take a look in one of them, for instance, Revamps. My internet is not the best one, okay? So if we go to Revamps issue, so we do here what I want to show you. So what kind of information you will find in this publication? Effective preparation for turning down, hydrocracker, revamp lifts product flexibility, high performance internals in severe servers, startup and shutdown issues in sulfur processing, and modeling issues, successful revamping, planar turning down that fits. So if you already work with operations, or if you are interested in working with operations, this publication is very useful to you, because it takes from the industry what are being doing currently, and it is very different from books that sometimes there is old information and not so tied to the reality. So I really uh, recommend this publication to you. You can download it in PDF as you have seen, and there is to you can also do, let me see. This one you don't need to subscribe. You can just download it or view it in digital, so it's ready to use, no worries. And digitalrefining.com is very useful website, and there are a lot of information to you improve your knowledge in chemical process engineering. Okay, and another one that I will show to you is, and this is a very nice magazine also. It's a publication from the International Association of Certified Practicing Engineer. And if you know me, or if you know Vijay Sarati, you know that he is one of the members of this association. And talking about the magazine, it is very nice also because it has some practical articles related to engineering and design. And again, you don't need to subscribe, although you have the options to subscribe to download the magazine. If you go to this website, eacpe.com, you can download the magazine directly from the website. And what is very good is up to this point you can see that the previous magazines issued is available also. And in 2017 there is some identification of the subjects that is addressed in the magazine, but from 2018, and you need to download and verify what are the subjects of each magazine. But I totally recommend you to get in touch with it and program yourself, create the habit of reading at least one article per week. It's enough to start, and you will see that it will do a great difference after 365 days. And just to here, let's see some topics. For instance, April 2017, resolving process distillation equipment issues. Let me take a look on that. Sorry about my internet, guys. Oh, Noah, how well? Very nice to have you here, Saudi Arabia. I have many people from Saudi Arabia. Nice to have you here. Thanks. Any other people from the world are following this live session? I cannot believe on that. Please, you can type your country, right? Okay, the chemical engineering practice. So we have here, let's see the table of content, and the Mr. Kollmetz, this, I think it's a German name. It's hard to me to talk about, pronounce German names, okay? So the table of content. There is no table of content in this publication. Interesting, but it is improving each day, okay? And you will find topics related to distillation column. And if you are working in a refinery, what you have a lot is column, this crude column, atmospheric column, vacuum column. So it's an interesting place to you get more knowledge, and not only books. In the magazines, it's very important also to you know about. So you can see general distillation equipment design, appropriate stage design, and there are a lot of interesting information here in order to you get more skilled in chemical process engineering. So now let's go to the next magazine, and the next magazine is the processing magazine. In the processing magazine, you will find also a tab for magazine, and there are a lot of other information. And if you go to magazine, you will have access to the previous magazine, and you have the option to download it, and you have the option to look for the digital edition. And in the digital edition, you have some features very nice. Let me show you. So here you have the navigation panel, and you can see that I can directly download this magazine, but I also have the menu, and I can look for the archive, contents, view, and let's do some. And one thing that you should observe, and at the first sight seems to be boring, but for sure it's not boring, is the advertisement. The advertisement in this kind of magazines is very, very important to us, because it lets us aware of the companies and the technologies available in the industry. Just to give you an example, I am doing some technical evaluation for instruments for my plant that I'm working here in the Revamp, and we need to install the thermometers, manometers, we need to install level transmitters, and etc. And in order to be able to do that, to install the instruments, I need to buy the instruments. And in many cases, in many companies, the procurement team are responsible to do this kind of search in order to verify what are the companies that can provide the technology or the stuff that we need to install in the field. But when we are talking about medium to small companies, we chemical process engineers, we may do everything. And in this case, I'm looking for suppliers for manometers, because one supplier that I asked a quotation, they didn't provide to me. I don't know the reason, and I need to have other options for having three quotations, and also to, if you want to compare prices, of course, and also to compare delivery time, because sometimes we don't choose the instrumentation by the price. Sometimes we choose that because of the schedule for delivery, and sometimes we choose by the price and because of the schedule of delivery, and etc. So when you get in touch with magazines, and they are specialized publication, and the suppliers will do some kind of advertising. So this way you will be able to build some kind of a background or compilation of suppliers. And if in the future you need to add a compressor to your site, you already know what are the suppliers, or if you need to install a pump, you already know what are the suppliers. And a tip that I would like to talk to you is that visit the supplier's website, because sometimes they have softwares available for pre-selection of equipment. And just for that, for instance, the Grundfos website, Grundfos is a supplier of pumps. If you go to the Grundfos website, you will find there how to do the pre-selection of their pumps, and you can input data and they will return to you pump curves. And with that, even though you are not working or you are not needing a pump to your installation, it's a way to you practice how to choose to verify the curves, what happens if you increase the head, or if you change the fluid. So this is a way to you practice, because nowadays is much more easier, or it's easier to get in touch with the information than in the previous time when we didn't have the internet. So this is parenthesis that I think that's very, very important to you know about that. And to proceed with this live session, I will bring to you two more references, and it is not necessarily from the oil and gas industry or refining, but eventually if you are in touch with the environmental issues and save the world and etc., these publications may help you. The first one is the energy, and energy talks about the kinds of energy. So there is solar, hydro, wind, gas, electricity. So you will find these kinds of subjects in this magazine, and if you go to magazine, digital magazine, you are able to verify the archive and access it from the internet. You are not obligated to subscribe to read, and you can see that they let it available in the issue website. So if I click on here, you can full screen and verify the content of the magazine. The other one is the Water World, and water is a very, very important utility in many processes. So here you will find information related to wastewater, drinking water, water utility management, and etc. And they have a magazine. And if you go to the magazine, you will be able to get updated from this part of this kind of subjects, not only technical but also relate to business and relate to technologies and etc. And I suggest you to take a look if it's something that you work with. And finally, to finish my list of recommendation to you, and this one is one magazine that I also uses, because instrument air in your plant, I think that is very, very few plants that doesn't have instrument air or gas or instrumentation gas to run the plant, because we need to do the actuation of control valves. We need to open, to close. In most cases, what we use to do that is instrument gas. And in many cases, this instrument gas is instrument air. So in this publication, Best Practice Series, you will find the compressed air. But if you go to subscription, subscribe for free today, you will find there are two other publications for this magazine. You have the chiller and cooling best practice. That is very, very nice also, because we are always needing to have, usually we need to have heating exchanging in our process in order to control the temperature of the process. So this, you will find a series of very good information about it. You have compressed air, that is the main site that I'm here, bestpractice.com, and you have also blowers and vacuum best practice that has a different point of view, a little bit different point of view about the subjects related to compressors. So these main publications is available to you to consult online, or if you subscribe, you will receive them also, and that's very, very nice. Of course, that I have shown to you a lot of options, and don't try to get all of them at the same time. You save the websites in your browser as in the favorites, and take a look, verify which kind of subject you are more interested in the moment, All of these websites, there is some kind of search tool, and you can type, for instance, distillation or crude oil, and verify if there is a magazine specific for that or not. And with it, I can guarantee to you, if you regularly read at least one article per week, you will be at the top 5 chemical process engineers in your level of experience, okay? And let me be a little bit bigger now. Guys, if you have questions, let me know. And again, I invite you to join my free training for chemical process engineers and plant design in my website. The link is available in the description of this video, and also follow my live sessions in Instagram, because every day I share some kind of experience in real time with you. So let's see who are with us today. Hello, Mukama, Alex, nice to have you here. Thanks for being here, Mukama. Mendonça, thanks you, Mr. Jefferson, very useful presentation. Could you share with us the list of magazines you are presenting here? I will do, that is very interesting request. Let me organize here. I will let available in the chat the links, but I will not share it in the description of this video, because if I do that, people will not read the video. But I will do another thing also. Just a moment, Mendonça. I will let the link available in the chat. For members of my for the members of my Telegram channel in process, I will upload at least one publication, one magazine of each publication, okay? So you can take a look, you can verify if it's nice or not. And if I don't, of course, if I am able to download the PDF format, okay? So I will try to do it regularly. Every time that I get a new edition, I will let it available in the in process Telegram channel, okay? So I think that is a good way, or a nice way to have my members updated with the news, and also to improve their knowledge in chemical engineering. Speech from the heart. Thank you so much. You are providing a great deal of information that is very useful for me as a fresh chemical engineer. I totally agree with speech, because in my time, when I finished my graduation, I didn't have this kind of, let's say, this kind of information. It was not available to me, and I was something like I was missed. I didn't know what to do to improve my knowledge in chemical engineering. And when we have someone to guide you, at least to show you the alternatives that you have, that is very, very important. And that's why I am here in the internet sharing my experience in chemical process engineering and plant design. So let me share with you the first link. Let me see here. For the beginning. The process here. The other link. Okay. So guys, please copy to you another link. Best air practice already was. And in the IECPE, currently you will find articles from Vijay Sarat, a very good friend also. So it's very nice to take a look. And the other one is this one. And one thing, guys, I didn't receive, or I am not receiving any kind of revenues from any one of this publication, okay? It's only to for sharing. I'm not getting profits because of that. Okay. And all of these links I will let available in the Telegram channel in process also, okay? To let your life easier, I will let these links available there. Yes, I will do this. Instead of sharing the PDFs, I let available the links for the publication. And if you are listening to me right now and you are in Process Booster, you know what I'm talking about and you know what you can do with these links. This is a way to reward who is following my content. I have a lot of things to do, yes, today, and let me see the hour, but I am saving some time to talk with you here. And digital processing is already was, no. The digital refining is very good source of information. So I think this is it. Again, guys, if you want to connect with me, go to my website, jeffersoncosta.com, because there you will find all links available. Okay, so let's see what we have more. Well, thanks for your effort in productivity sessions. You're doing a great job spreading the knowledge of chemical engineering well from Saudi Arabia. Thanks a lot for your feedback, YL or Vael. And Mendonça, so this is it. Guys, thanks for being here with me up to this point. As I told you, I will share these links in the Telegram channel in process to let your life easier to get access to the websites. In any case, you can type them on Google to have access. And if you have any questions, feel free to connect with me. You can send me a message in LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, and etc. And I will do my best to answer them and return with more about chemical process engineering and plant design to you. So this is it. I hope you like it, and I'll see you soon in the next session. Bye bye.